So essentially, what I've done this patch is I have refactored the majority of my inventory system. Because right now, you can add and remove items on runtime, meaning you can add and remove items from the player's inventory while the game is running. Let me show you an example of that. We got the player here. We can take a look at this inventory. We see no inventory items whatsoever. There's no content available. Let me just play unfocused. Let me just play it. And also pay attention to the console up here, what it says. Reloading. It's going to take a little while. Okay, let me just skip to when it's done. So now it's starting. You can see the inventory manager has ultimately switched to slot index 0, being the first index of the inventory. As of right now, we still don't have any items in our inventory. There's nothing in here. We could do get items, but that won't return anything since there's no options available. We can enable, disable. Well, we can't since we don't have anything in our inventory, and we can also clear. But that would just tell us that we removed 0 items from the inventory. Now, I can walk around in this. Can jump, slide, I don't know, just have a little fun. Whenever I press E, it will add a certain type of gun to my inventory. Take a look here. What happens if I press E? And it spawned an SMG into my inventory. I can use it, can shoot around with this. That works. Now I can also scroll down, shuffling through my inventory slots. Take a look here, what happens when I scroll. All the items, which are children of the item hand object, belong to my inventory. These are the instantiated items, like objects in the game. If I scroll through, and also take a look here, active slot 2, I scroll down one more, it says active slot 1. I scroll down once again, it says active slot 0, and 0 is the first slot of the array, meaning that's where our new SMG is positioned at. If I scroll up, it will go to 1, no item available, so nothing to display, I can't shoot, I can't do whatsoever. One more up, that's 2. Now we reached the last index of our array, because the array has a size of 3. If I scroll up once more, usually it would throw an error, because we don't have anything there, you know? But what I'm gonna do now is I will press F, and that will add another gun to the inventory. The other gun now laying on index 1, as you can see right here. And since I'm on index 2, nothing's going to show up. If I scroll down though, we can see the new gun in our inventory. Can use it as well. Can reload, everything works fine. I can scroll up, no gun since there's no item marked for index 2 in our inventory content list. See, this is how I can shuffle through them. And now I can say, well, I want a pistol. Now all of my inventory slots are filled. And once I press like disable active item, I can do this. These are like just debugging methods. If I press get items, it will display all the items in the console. Usually that doesn't work right now for some reason. And if I press clear, it will delete all the items as well as their game objects in the scene. So yeah, that's it for the inventory system overhaul for today. I made it so I can easily add items from the outside without having to reference them every single time like before. Which is nice because now, in theory, I could make a menu where you can select your inventory or your weapon or whatever, and you can just load into the game with this, with your setup. You can say, I want this gun on slot 3, and you can play like this.